Hey everyone, here's Paul from rmpforex.com and welcome to another weekly review based on Masterforex-V New Technical analysis. Take your time to read through the risk disclaimer and make sure you understand exactly the risks from trading Forex markets. Today we will have a look at four currency pairs. Here you can see links appearing here. If you want to see just one of those pairs, just click on the link provided and you will be redirected to the pair you want. If not, just keep watching and you will see the whole video. I will start with EURUSD pair. If you watched my last review, you will remember the pivot that I was mentioning last time. That pivot was protecting the impulse wave up. Now this pivot is broken and we are back to the flat phase of D1 level here. Nobody can see that flat yet, but when everybody will see that flat, then it will be too late, as you know. So now I have two reference points. The first one is this one. If we will break through that line or through this point, then FZR of each 4 level up will happen. That will create a new trend up. And this is the trend that I will be trading and using my trend following system to trade. On the other side, if we will break through the low through this reference point, then trend of all levels of all higher levels will proceed. If you'll take a look at weekly and monthly, here that's the reference point that I'm talking about. So the whole large long-term trend will proceed. So obviously I will be trading that trend as soon as we break through that breaking point, through that reference point down, and using here my trend following system. But as long as we are between those reference points, we are staying in the flat zone of D1 level, and I will be using my trading system that is created specially for trading inside the flat zones. Next pair is GBPUSD. If you will watch my last review about this pair, you will realize that my decision to sit and wait was the right decision. The pivot that was protecting the whole cycle that I was mentioning last time is now broken, and I think we were somewhere here when I was talking about it. And now the whole wave, this one, is finished, and we have here also reference points for the flat of D1 level. It is, as you can see, very similar to EURUSD pair. Here are the reference points, and logic is pretty much the same. If we will break through this reference point, then FZR of D1 level up will happen, and that will create a trend up. For me, that will mean that I can start trading with my trend following system. On the other hand, if we will break through the lower point, through this reference point, then again, long-term trend. If you will watch daily, weekly, or monthly time frame, you will see that long-term trend will proceed. Here is the reference point here, and after breaking through that reference point, I will start using again my trend following system. But again, as long as we are between those reference points, flat phase of D1 level will proceed, and I will be using my trading system that is created especially for trading inside flat zones. As you know that trading inside flat zones is quite risky. So if you don't know what you're doing, it is better to hold on and wait until the trend will start. It's easier to follow trends than trade inside flats. My next pair is Australian dollar to US dollar. As you can see at the start of the week, the pivot that I mentioned last time was broken, and also the MF trend channel also was broken. Immediately after that happened, I have stopped using my trend following system and just waited to see what will happen. And I will be waiting until we will break through this new high. So as soon as we break through this new high, then the trend will proceed. And this is the LZR. That trend will proceed, and I will then come back to my trend following trading system. If this pair will start doing something like that, and then there will be a chance that we will come back to a higher flat zone, of higher wave level. That will put me off, and I'll probably keep waiting and see what happens and what new reference points will I have in that moment. But for now, I just wait and see. Hopefully it will break through that point, and then I can trade inside that trend up. Don't forget also that we are still inside the flat zone of D1 level. Here are the reference points. Where did I get those reference points from? Take a look at this video. Last time I did throughout analysis of this pair, and you will realize where did I get those reference points from. But as you can see, we're still staying between those points, and we are still in the flat zone of D1 level. That's for long-term traders. Okay, today I'm also adding another pair to my reviews, to my weekly reviews. That will be US dollar against Canadian dollar. And before going to the time frame that I'm using to determine the trend direction for my own trading, as you know, I'm a day trader, and so I use H4 level to determine direction that I'm trading. So I will try to go quickly through the higher levels so you could see the whole picture. On the weekly, you can see that this long-term trend up was stopped by breaking through this MF pivot. It was protecting the whole trend. So now we are in that weekly level flat zone. Yeah. Going to a lower time frame, D1, you can see that we have a flat here as well. That trend up was protected by this pivot, which is also now broken. So we are now inside flat of D1 level as well. You can see how this flat looks from higher level. Yeah. But as I said, I'm using H4 to determine my trend direction, or the direction that I'm trending to. So here I can see the FZR down, and at the moment here is some sort of moment of truth. So what I'm waiting is that this pair would break through the new low, and as soon as it will break through, then I will be I will start using the trend following trading system. But for now, until we break through that new low, yeah. As I said, a moment of truth. I will just wait and do nothing. Just see until we break through that low. Because if we will go like that and break through this reference point, then we will have FZR of each 4 level up, and that will stop the trend down. That will create that will put us back to the flat zone of D1 level. So hopefully it will break through, and I can then start using my trend following trading system. As you can see, a potential is quite good. If we'll break through to that point, we can go quite far down and even create a FZR of weekly level down. But for now, as long as we're here, I just have to wait. So this is it, guys. If you have any questions, just post them in comments below. Or if you want to share your own trading ideas, feel free to do so as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I am putting out their weekly reviews each weekend, and like it if you like it, share it, and see you next week.